Lions are the only cats that live in groups called prides. A pride usually consists of several females, their cubs, and one or two males. Did you know that a lion's mane isn't just for show? It protects his neck during fights and makes him look more impressive to his rivals. Lionesses are the main hunters in the pride. They work together to bring down prey, while males usually guard the territory and protect the pride. Lions can sleep up to 20 hours a day. They rest in the shade to conserve energy for hunting and defending their territory. Their roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away. Lions are social animals. They communicate with each other using sounds, touch, and even facial expressions. Lions are also excellent runners. They can reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, but only over short distances. Their diet consists mainly of large animals, such as antelopes, zebras, and buffalo. One adult lion can eat up to 40 kilograms of meat at a time. Lion cubs are born with spots on their skin, which disappear over time. These spots help them camouflage themselves in the grass. And finally, lions are a symbol of strength, courage, and nobility. They are often called the king of beasts and occupy an important place in the culture and mythology of many peoples. Bison are the largest mammals in North America. They can weigh up to a ton and reach a height of 2 meters at the withers. It's like a small car on 4 legs. Did you know that bison can run at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour? And this is despite their enormous size. They can also jump up to 2 meters in height. Their fur is real winter clothing. It is so thick that the snow that falls on their backs does not melt. Bison are herbivores. They eat grass, leaves, and even tree bark. An adult bison can eat up to 25 kilograms of vegetation per day. Bison are also excellent swimmers. They can swim across rivers and lakes to get to new pastures. Their horns are not only weapons, but also tools. Bison use them to shovel snow in the winter and find grass. Bison live in herds that can number hundreds of individuals. The leader is usually the most experienced female. Did you know that bison were on the verge of extinction? In the 19th century, they were almost completely exterminated, but thanks to the efforts of conservationists, their population was restored. Bison are a symbol of strength and endurance. Their images can be found on coins, coats of arms, and even flags. And finally, bison play an important role in the ecosystem. They help maintain balance in the prairies by trampling the earth and fertilizing it with their manure. Bears are not only brown and polar bears. There are also black bears, pandas, spectacled bears, and even sun bears that live in the tropics. Did you know that bears are omnivores? They eat everything they can get their hands on, from berries and roots to fish and even meat. Polar bears, however, prefer seals, and pandas prefer bamboo. Bears are excellent swimmers. Polar bears, for example, can swim tens of kilometers in icy water. Their sense of smell is simply super powerful. A bear can smell food several kilometers away. It's like you could smell pizza from a neighboring city. Bears are loners. They prefer to live and hunt on their own, except for mothers with cubs. Bears are also real strong men. They can turn over stones and logs to find food and even break trees. Bears hibernate in winter. They eat their fill in autumn and then sleep in their den for several months without eating or drinking. Their tracks are like fingerprints. Each bear has unique ones, and you can determine the species and even age by them. Did you know that bear cubs are born very tiny? They weigh only 300 to 500 grams, like a small bottle of water. And finally, bears are a symbol of strength and wisdom. They are often depicted in myths and fairy tales as powerful and noble creatures. Flamingos don't turn pink for no reason. Their color depends on their food. They eat algae and small crustaceans that contain carotenoid pigments. If they stop eating this food, they will turn white. These birds are masters of balance. They can stand on one leg for hours, and scientists still don't know exactly how they do it. Perhaps it helps them stay warm. Flamingos are social animals. They live in huge colonies that can number hundreds of thousands of birds. Their beaks are real filters. Flamingos eat by turning their heads down and filtering water and mud through special plates in their beaks. Did you know that flamingos can fly? Yes, they not only walk on water, but also cover huge distances in search of food and suitable places to live. Flamingos are excellent parents. They build nests from mud and silt, and then both parents incubate the eggs and feed the chicks. Their chicks are born gray or white and turn pink only after a couple of years, when they start eating the same food as adults. Flamingos can drink salt water. They have special glands that filter the salt and remove it through their nostrils. Flamingos are also long-lived. In the wild, they can live up to 30 years, and in captivity, even longer. And finally, flamingos are a symbol of grace and beauty. They are often associated with the tropics and exotics. Rhinos are one of the largest land animals. They can weigh up to 3 tons. That's like 3 small cars. Their horn is not bone, but tightly compressed keratin, the same material that our hair and nails are made of. And yes, if the horn breaks, it can grow back. Rhinos are herbivores. They eat grass, leaves, and branches, but despite their size, they can go without water for several days. Did you know that rhinos have poor eyesight? They can barely see further than 30 meters, but they have excellent hearing and smell. Rhinos are loners. They prefer to live on their own, except for mothers with cubs. Their skin can be up to 5 centimeters thick, but it is very sensitive. Rhinos often roll in the mud to protect themselves from the sun and insects. Rhinos are also excellent runners. Despite their size, they can reach speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Rhinos are ancient animals. They have existed on Earth for over 50 million years and have remained virtually unchanged during this time. Did you know that baby rhinos are called calves? They can walk within a few hours of birth. And finally, rhinos are a symbol of strength and endurance. Unfortunately, they are endangered due to poaching. Eagles are predators with incredible vision. They can spot prey from a height of several kilometers. It's like seeing an ant from the roof of a skyscraper. Their wings are real instruments for flight. An eagle's wingspan can reach 2.5 meters, which allows them to soar in the air for hours, almost without flapping their wings. Eagles are symbols of strength and freedom. Their images can be found on the coats of arms, flags, and even money of many countries. Did you know that eagles are monogamous? They choose a mate for life and build nests together, which can weigh up to a ton. Their nests are real fortresses. Eagles add to them every year, and some nests are used for decades. Eagles are excellent hunters. They can grab prey that weighs more than themselves and carry it away in their claws. Eagles are also long-lived. In the wild, they can live up to 30 years and even longer in captivity. Their claws and beaks are deadly weapons. Eagles can tear prey apart and even break bones. Did you know that eagles can fly at speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour? It's like racing a sports car. And finally, eagles are an important part of the ecosystem. They help control small animal populations and maintain balance in nature.